Hi everyone, it's AngelBlade13. Welcome back to my Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix walkthrough. In the last episode, we completed the return trip to Space Paranoids. Hollow Bastion is now named Radiant Garden, as we can see on the map, and we completed the Titan Cup at Olympus Coliseum. With all the worlds pretty much set, we can finally move into the final portion of the game. So, we're gonna return to Twilight Town, and you can see we now have another gummy mission. So, we're going to actually fly the gummy ship for the first time in quite a while.
Bring it on!
So, hoping everyone remembers the controls on the gummy ship. It's pretty simple. Use the left analog to move, circle to dodge, and the X button to attack. I'm really liking the model that we have now for the ship. It's actually a pretty cool looking one. Anyway, this is a somewhat intense mission, just thematically, I guess. Nothing's really too hard to deal with, just feels way more intense than any of the previous things that we've had to do. Just to see all these like huge laser beams shooting out, we're only like 20 seconds into the mission. Seems fitting as like the final gummy thing that is actually required for the game. I did mention before that this is a Jiminy's Journal walkthrough, so I'm not going to be going into some of the gummy ship mission type things. If the gummy missions are something you're really interested in and might need help for, there's definitely like really good walkthroughs on like game FAQs, or definitely check some other YouTube channels for it, but I'm just going to be covering everything to complete the journal. So if you're on Proud Mode or Critical Mode, that'll be enough to help you get to the secret ending. So, I think I mentioned this way earlier in the walkthrough. I definitely like this variant of the gummy missions a lot more than in Kingdom Hearts 1. Even though it's still like the auto-scroller thing, it's just the fact that the path for each mission sort of just takes you on somewhat of a different way, and really have seemingly way more enemies to deal with, and the way the camera keeps switching on you as opposed to you just going down this straight pathway the whole time really makes it a lot more interesting to me, and this feels like you have somewhat more freedom, even though I haven't personally done anything with like upgrading the ship. I'm just using like the natural blueprints that they give you from completing certain missions. This is probably my favorite way the Kingdom Hearts series has done like these missions in between the actual worlds. But I'd love to hear about your guys' opinion on that. So for whichever games that you have played, without necessarily going into story detail, maybe mention which game did the best like in between segment levels. So I've never actually gotten hit by this laser here, but that's probably a one-shot, but if you just stay up in the corner, you'll be fine. Anyway, there we go. And that's the last time I'll be doing a gummy mission in this.
Hey, I think we're almost there.
Huh?
Gorge, aren't we here because of the picture? Look, I'll show you.
Yeah, Goofy's right.
Come on, let's go find this mansion.
Yeah.
Feels so long since we started our journey here. Save up if you feel like. If you missed either of the chests that are in that room, you can go ahead and grab them now.
Take this.
And now we're going to be seeing a lot more enemies here. Mostly the much stronger nobodies we're going to have to deal with.
Take this.
No, if you're not using Decisive Pumpkin, I suggest you use Decisive Pumpkin at this point. We can go straight to the mansion to continue the story, but we have access to this area now, and there are quite a few extra chests that we can get if you check in your journal.
Back off.
And I'm gonna spend some time leveling up Valor Form a bit more too.
Back off.
We did hit level 4 from beating Sark and the MCP, but I'm not really concerned about going anti-form at the moment, so I'm just gonna get some more hits and make sure we level that form up. So from defeating the gambler enemy there, I got a rare drop. The Nobody Guard is a pretty good shield for Goofy. I'm gonna use it a little bit later. For the main part, I'm gonna stick with most of the weapons that we either get from chests or from buying from the weapon shops. It's gonna apply for Donald too. But I will be using typically each of their weapons for at least one segment of the walkthrough. Why I choose to do that for these games, I don't know entirely, but it just feels right to do. Alright, so here's another question. We've pretty much seen all of them at least once in this playthrough already. Who would you say is your favorite member of Organization 13? You don't necessarily have to go into full details if it was featured in another game, but I'm just curious, who would probably be your favorite member?
Gather.
Make sure to get good use of Reflect when the Dragoons just appear and drop in on you like that. It's really useful.
Take this.
And I'll just take a quick look at my status on my different forms.
Take this. This is it.
On the way back, we'll try to get Limit Form some more experience too. I can cut down on grinding it later.
Yeah. This is it. This is it.
And the usual reminder, if you're planning on completing the journal, or honestly, not necessarily completing the journal, but at least getting all the puzzle pieces, maybe just try to make a mental note on where certain puzzle pieces are, because if you haven't been leveling up your forms, you likely don't have all the growth abilities that you might need to actually reach them. And while there are some cases, like with Mulan using her limit to sort of fly, you can somewhat cheat to get them. A lot of them, they're just gonna require a second trip. Oh. You know, a lot of them are from abilities that you couldn't have gotten at that point in the story yet, and some is just because you haven't been leveling up that particular form. But I will be going back later and getting the rest of them that I couldn't get now.
Yeah.
take a quick look in the journal, and we notice I had looked through that a bit quickly, but there's quite a few more treasure chests that I can get. So we'll be picking those up as we finish up here. If you feel like you can stop back at this area, just going into the room, you'll have that save point to warp back to later. And I'm gonna head back through the tunnels and move on to the next portion. Alright, so I'm gonna clear these rooms out again.
Back off. Give me strength.
And on the way back, I'm gonna level up limit form a bit. So I'm gonna try to take some enemies out with my limits, level that up, get those points in. Remember, for limit form, we have to use the finisher of the particular limit. Even if the finisher doesn't actually hit, it still counts for the experience, which is pretty nice. Alright, so I'm gonna clear this room too, and then we'll cut back. Okay, and you can look on the map to see the way I'm going. And this is a quick way to get back to the Tram Common here. So here we got some more enemies to deal with. Be careful dealing with the dancers, just because they have that grab move when you get their health to typically about half. Then they can start doing that move, which you can't break out of if they grab you. So either catch them with a magnet or drop a thunder on them. That should typically help you out a good deal. Or as always, use a limit just for the invincibility if you have any MP.
This is it.
It feels pretty cool doing this, I guess. Just remembering how we started out here playing through Twilight Town with Roxas. Only dealing with very, very basic nobodies for the most part, but having very low stats in comparison, and really almost no abilities to deal with them. And now going through as Sora with, all the increase in magic and combo modifiers that we've got. Even just having a team of 3 to deal with them as opposed to fighting them on your own is helpful. Even if just for the drive form sometimes. But honestly, no. My team has been pretty helpful throughout this playthrough, so it's just the common thing to just joke on them a lot, but they have been good, particularly their limits.
Take this. Back off. It's over.
Alright, so we got a couple more enemies in the room to deal with. We're just gonna keep finishing those off.
It's over. Back off. Gather. Gather.
Alright, and here Sora got a very useful ability, the air combo boost, which, so we know the Hero's Crest Keyblade has that as its set ability, so I definitely want to have that on Sora's natural abilities, so I'll put it on in a little bit.
Gather.
So in this room, a good deal of snipers will show up. When I've done either a speed run or level 1 runs, naturally the idea is for the most part you just don't deal with random enemies at all. So I would just run through here, and I would get right to the end of the room, and a sniper would perfectly snipe me from across the room and just one-shot me, which really ruined the runtime. So, yeah, just be careful in this room. If you're doing a more casual run, then you should be fine and most likely won't get one shot, but just be careful. Anyway, I'm gonna summon Genie here, and perfect, he summoned in Master Form like I wanted, and then I'm gonna head into this room.
Hey, are you alright? What happened?
We came here looking for Kyrie. Then those white things attacked us.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, you guys didn't have to go and do that.
Of course we did. Kyrie's our friend too, you know.
You're right. You know, I never thought of it like that before.
Word is, this mansion gets a lot of really strange visitors.
We thought this place might be the gateway to some kind of alternate Twilight Town.
What do you mean, alternate Twilight Town?
Hey, Goofy, do you think we could see that crystal of yours?
I made that pouch myself, and I still have it. So there shouldn't be two of them here.
And this is the trophy Cypher gave you. You left it behind, remember?
It's the only one of its kind. Same for the crystals. Red, blue, yellow, green. Only one of each color. But you've got your own.
So, where'd you get it?
The pouch is from the king. When he gave us money for the train ride, he gave us the crystal too.
But then, where did the king get it?
See? There's gotta be another town out there like this one. That would explain how the king got that pouch in the crystal. Everything makes sense.
It does?
That other town must be where whatever's missing from here went.
Like Kyrie.
I get it.
Watch out!
Alright, so we've got Mickey here helping us. Well, we start off just dealing with Dusk Nobodies. I'm just gonna stick with some regular combos for the most part. Don't want to use up my MP too much yet. A little bit of Magnet's okay, but just not lowering it too much yet. Now what I'm gonna try doing is, without locking onto anything, jump up, use a magnet to gather them all together, and then go into Master Genie's Limit, Arcana, which is really good at dealing with the crowds like that. It does not work very well when you lock onto a single target like that. Oh, alright. So, I did it correctly for the first two, and you saw I kept my summon gauge up a decent amount. But, you know, that was a pretty good fight.
I got something to tell you. I found out where Ansem is. Ansem the Wise. The real Ansem. He snuck into Organization 13's stronghold.
And we've figured out where Kyrie is. I'm pretty sure we're right.
But why'd you all come here?
Someone gave us a clue.
Who?
Well, Your Majesty, Sora thinks it might have been Riku.
It's just a feeling I had.
Well, if that's what you think, then it's probably right.
You mean Riku's okay?
If that's what you think,
I've waited long enough, Your Majesty. Tell me what you know.
it's not for me to say.
But Your Majesty, why?
I don't want to break my promise.
You made a promise to Riku? So he's okay. I can see him again.
Huh? Who's Riku?
My best friend.
That's it.
Your Majesty? You got the pouch with the crystal from Riku, didn't you? And you promised not to tell, right?
Gosh, guys.
That's enough.
Yeah, let's go. Kairi, Riku, we're on our way.
Alright, Mickey's hiding a lot of stuff. It's a little annoying, but we will just deal with it. Let's head inside. So, to advance the story, we just want to go the same way Roxas did at the end, where you just want to go to the right to the basement. But as we see, there's quite a few treasure chests and puzzle pieces for us to grab. A little piece up there that we can't really reach yet.
Gather!
So if we head in this room, for one, we have it as a room that we can warp back to and save, and there's a puzzle piece. So, you know, make sure you pick that up. And now we'll finally advance. And get ready, have some MP here, because there are dragoons that will just drop straight on you.
Back off! It's over! Take this! It's over! It's over! Gather! It's over!
There!
We found it!
How does it work?
I can handle it. Okay. Here we go. Oh,
What's wrong?
I can't go any further without a password.
Do you have any idea what the password might be?
Well, we only got this photo.
Ah, that's how this with our screen bar.
Yeah, the one Donald ate up.
It was in the box right next to the photo.
Hey, that's it! Ansem the Wise loved ice cream.
Okay, what's the name of the flavor?
So, now we have to guess the correct flavor of ice cream. If you've been paying attention to the story, then you know exactly the correct one. Though it is multiple choice, so the only penalty if you get the wrong, if you give the wrong answer is just it doesn't open. So anyway, we're just going back through this way first before we advance the story. Couple
It's over! Back off!
items that we wouldn't necessarily grab right away. Oh, there. That was a little unlucky.
It's over! Take this! Take this! Yeah, it's over!
And we can actually just head into the room where we were sleeping at the beginning. Just for that one puzzle piece. Alright, let's head back.
Give me strength!
Alright, I'm actually gonna switch to limit form, just for the sake of recovering my drive gauge to full when I complete the next section. We'll save up. Let's talk with Pence. And we have to choose the correct ice cream flavor. All of these sound pretty gross, but the answer is sea salt ice cream. So select that.
It worked!
Let's go.
We'll be here to hold down the fort.
Say hi to Kyrie.
You bet. Are we back in the same place?
Yeah!
This is the other Twilight Town. Roxas's Twilight Town.
There's gotta be an entrance into the Dark Realm somewhere. Let's split up.
And since I got auto-reverted and kicked out of my form, I got my full drive gauge back. So remember to abuse that when you can. And there we go, we got all the treasures in Twilight Town. And yep, that's all set. So, can make a little bit of adjustments. I'm gonna put Faraga back on my main, and actually that should be good.
There.
This is it.
What is this place?
Well, which way should we go?
Riku! Kyrie!
So here we start off in a pretty simple fight. It's literally just 6 dusk enemies. I don't know why that reflect just whiffed entirely, but it's not too big of a deal.
Light! Light!
Started that a bit late. I wanted to get a point for limit form.
It's no use!
Don't stop moving, or the darkness will overtake you. Get going!
Why?
Don't ask, just do it!
You okay?
I kidnapped Kyrie, but she got away from me. After that, Sayax caught her. He's a member of Organization 13. Sayax. Got it memorized? Now go save her!
Leave us alone!
Alright, so a little bit of a tougher fight, but it's kind of cool because we have Axel helping us out now. So starting off just against a couple of dusks, once you defeat a couple of them, some of the assassins will start pouring into. Not necessarily pouring in, I guess, but they will appear, and you know, they're more annoying to deal with than the dusks. So, be careful. Their explosion attack does a lot of damage, and apparently so do their other attacks. Knocking them into the air is pretty helpful, as it is with quite a few enemies. Alright, that could have gone better, but I'll take it.
I think I liked it better when they were on my side.
Feeling a little regret?
Nah, I can handle these punks. Watch this.
Whoa! You're fading away.
Well, that's what happens when you put your whole being into an attack. You know what I mean? Not that nobodies actually have beings, right? Anyway, I digress. Go. Find Kyrie. Oh, almost forgot. Sorry for what I did to her.
When we find her, you can tell her that yourself.
Think I'll pass. My heart just wouldn't be in it, you know? Haven't got one.
Axel, what were you trying to do?
I wanted to see Roxas. He was the only one I liked. He made me feel like I had a heart. It's kind of funny. You make me feel the same. Kyrie's in the castle dungeon. Now go!
Axel. This leads to...
Come on, let's get going.
The house is looking pretty empty, huh? I thought I'd get a little enjoyment watching Axel throw one last tantrum, but he went a lot quieter than I thought.
Perhaps he was ready for it. Perhaps he put his existence on the line and won what he'd been longing for.
Wait a minute! How would that even be possible? We don't exist, remember? What you're saying goes against the laws of nature.
Then perhaps he bet his non-existence. Either way, he came out a winner. Oh, Axel. A grifter till the end.
That's absurd. He won nothing, and is nothing. He couldn't stand the emptiness of being without a heart, and that led to his demise. He was foolish and weak.
But weakness has the power to awaken that which is dormant. It is clear that through his actions, however foolish they may have been, Axel has touched Sora's heart. Perhaps he will soon awaken.
Axel said Kyrie's in the dungeon.
Then we better find a way to get to that castle.
Alright, so we're now in the world that never was. This is the final world in Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm going to equip the Slapshot ability I just got. That's another combo modifier for Sora, where he just does a quick uppercut with the Keyblade in the middle of his combo. It's a pretty good one. It's definitely going to help us out a bit. And is there anything else I need to adjust right now? Yes, I'm going to put on the Bond of Flame Keyblade we just got. That comes with the Fire Boost ability, so naturally it will increase the damage of our fire magic. Alright, so as usual, I'm just going to save here, and then I'm going to move on. And I'm going to go into Wisdom form right away, because this entire area is literally just filled with shadows. So, this is the perfect place to level up Wisdom form. Remember, Wisdom form levels up 1 point for every Heartless that we defeat. Doesn't matter what kind, so whether you defeat a shadow or an entire Heartless boss, it's still going to be 1 point. So, we're just going to level this up a lot. Making good use of the fire boost we're getting from Bond of Flame. And I'll actually just revert here. Oh, just 10 more till we get to level 4 Wisdom form.
Take this.
And just lead off with some physical attacks. Remember, since when I'm in MP recharge, my drive gauge fills up a little bit faster. And now I actually do want to make sure I get out of battle, so when I transform I will not go into anti-form. Even though I could deal with these guys pretty easily in anti-form, I would be losing out on any experience, and naturally wanted Wisdom form to level up, so Sora can now equip the MP Rage ability, which increases his magic when he takes damage.
Back off. This is it. This is it.
Anyway, this is going to be a pretty straight path, or pretty straightforward path, I guess I should say instead. They're using the Magnet and Trinity Limit Major Drive to very quickly fill up at least a portion of the drive gauge. Okay, so there's a bit more enemies to clear out here. Now I'm actually gonna save my drive gauge for the most part. There, in that combo on the ground, you could see a slap shot being used. It's just a very quick upward slash, which we'll hopefully be using in a pretty cool strategy for some later bosses. But it's a really nice move to have on.
Back off. Yeah. It's over. This is it.
So I should definitely say this now. If you really want a good place to level up Wisdom form, do it here before you get through most like the final bosses of this world, because like with the other worlds, the battle level changed and the enemy spawns changed. It's gonna after you beat like most of the final bosses, it's gonna change here too. So we'll have to go to different spots to level up Wisdom form.
Yeah. Take this.
Alright, so once we go into this next room, we're going to get into the first boss fight of the world. Already, I know. So, you know, naturally I'm gonna just make some adjustments that I feel I need to. Gonna use several of the AP boosts that we have, both on Sora and on Donald and Goofy. Giving Sora MP Rage. Alright, gonna adjust Goofy and Donald a little bit too. After I have them set, I'm gonna run back to the save point, and then I'm just gonna cut out of that, then come right back to this room, and go and do the boss fight. Let's go.
Donald! Goofy! Huh? A Keyblade?
Alright, so we've probably figured out who this is. This is a fight that was not in the original Kingdom Hearts 2. It is exclusive to Final Mix. He's always going to start off with that sort of AoE slash attack. He also has the attack where he dives at you from the air while spinning. Does some decent damage. The main attack he'll start off with is this combo attack. I pushed him past his first HP gate, so he's doing it with these laser attacks. You can guard through all of it. As long as you block the Keyblade swings, you can just keep guarding and you'll be fine. He'll start off doing it without the lasers. That was definitely skill, me surviving just there. That was not luck at all. Anyway, here is his desperation move, where he just goes into the center, and he shoots a barrage of light orbs at you. You want to mostly just use Quick Run to avoid them. If one of them hits you, then just wait for the attack to finish and then cure in the air. While his attacks are pretty rapid, most of what he can do can be blocked fairly easily. And he does have pretty low defense. So, you see, he's taking a ton of damage from my attacks. Anyway, I'm just gonna go into a Trinity here and finish him off. Got a little messy near the end, but whatever. It's fine. I won. And here I'm gonna be doing a modification of the speedrun strategy. Open up with a Reflect to block his attack, and then do a ground combo into a finishing leap. Now you're gonna attack, thunder, reflect, and attack. You're gonna do that 3 times. And after the 3rd, pop an ether. Now the combo is Blizzard, Thunder, Reflect, Attack. We're gonna do that twice. Now I'm gonna do 1 combo and go into a solo Trinity. This is probably my favorite boss fight in the whole Kingdom Hearts series, honestly.
Who are you?
Someone from the dark.
You can't be Riku.
Riku. I defeated a Riku once.
You what?
Tell me. Tell me why he picked you. I see. That's why. What?
seek answers. You feel nothing. Nothing is real. I can give you purpose.
Roxas.
That is right, the new you.
Look who's finally awake.
Axel.
Or maybe I have it wrong. Might be time to sleep. Soon we won't be able to talk like this anymore.
Does that mean it's time for me to go back to where I belong?
You know, I've been thinking about something Naminé said. Roxas, are you really sure that you don't have a heart? Is it possible that we all have one? You, me, her? Or is that just wishful thinking?
I don't know. I can't just look inside.
Yeah, I guess not.
But I figure if there is something in there, inside us, then we'd feel it, wouldn't we? And if so... No, never mind.
Come on, don't leave me hanging.
Sora will find the answer we're looking for. I know he will, because he's me.
True enough.
Thanks.
Man, I miss the old times. Still got it memorized? The day we met, and you got your new name, you and I sat right here and watched the sunset.
Yeah. This place is home. Me, Hayner, Pence, Olette. We've shared a lot of adventures.
You'll see them again. I know you will.
Yeah. You're right. Well, I should go. Sora's waiting for me.
Yeah, I suppose he is. Man, this is some good ice cream, huh?
Take care, okay?
Right back at you, buddy.
You make a good other.
You make a good other.
Are you okay?
What just happened?
Gorsh, I don't know. You just disappeared. Then me and Donald had to fight some nobodies.
Oh. He said he defeated Riku.
Who said that?
That guy in the black coat.
But nobody can defeat Riku.
Yeah, you're right.
A black coat means Organization 13. He must have been trying to trick you.
Yeah, that must be why we didn't see him.
Huh?
You must be tired, Sora.
Come on, let's just find a way to get into that castle.
Alright, so, let's give yourself a moment to stop crying. I'm gonna readjust my customization for Sora. Very often when I'm playing I forget, and then when I want to use Magnet I end up just wasting an ether. So, made sure not to do that this time. From defeating Roxas, one of the things we got was the Combo Master ability, which is such a great ability. We can continue our combo whether we hit an enemy or not, both on the ground and in the air. You can see I can do all that stuff, and it's really useful for dealing with some of the more difficult enemies that are going to show up later. Anyway, this room's going to be mostly just more shadows and Neo shadows, so deal with them however you'd like.
Take this! It's over! This is it!
I do continue to suggest, you know, just every time you go into a room, defeat as many enemies as you can. I like to clear the room, but, you know, play the way you prefer.
Back off! It's over! Take this! Gather!
Looking back, it's still just so weird that that fight wasn't fully in the original Kingdom Hearts 2. I mean, it was just a cutscene that we got to see, so the first time I played Final Mix, I was really confused, like, wait, this is a fight now? And he messed me up a couple times, I gotta admit. But after, one, it's like figuring out a decent way to beat him on your own, but then also watching the speed runs, even though I slightly adjusted it near the end because I'm decently higher level than where I would be in a speed run, probably about 10 to 15 levels ahead, honestly. So I was able to adjust it there, but when you get that down for the first time, it just makes you feel so cool, honestly. Because I usually don't use the magic and combos to that degree, but learning how to do it, just watch a speedrun of that fight. It's really cool.
Dead end?
There's gotta be a path somewhere.
What are you going to do with us?
You're the fire that feeds Sora's anger.
No. Sora's in danger because of me. This way. Who? Believe in yourself. Come on, hurry!
Kyrie. We're almost there.
Alright, so things are about to get pretty intense. I'm just gonna grab these two chests here, drop my stuff off with the Moogle, and we're going to continue the world that never was in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.